Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, you're going with me to the Goodwill Outlet in Indiana. This is actually my second day there. My first day there, I did not record because they have no recording signs and I was worried if I did record, they'd kick me out. But my second day there, I knew it was my last day, so I'm like, let's try this. I do have like a knockoff GoPro strapped to my chest, and I will hit it a couple times in some of the videos. I'm right there when it opened. So it opened at noon. And a lot of times in this outlet specifically, they will just, they won't redo it from the night before. So there might not be new inventory from the night before, or if there is, only one or two of the bins are new and there's really no way to know which one it is. They just kind of fill up the bins that are already out there. And I noticed that as we left the night before, some of the stuff was still in there from then, but they're waiting to get in. There was a line of maybe 10 or 15 people. Not a huge line. And throughout this video and even some of the next video, it looks like it's empty, but I'm not actually rushing to the bins as soon as they open. So as soon as they pull a new bin in, I'm not rushing over to it. The day before, I got beat up a little bit. I got knocked around a little bit and I just wasn't having it. Plus, you'll see in one of the videos, and for those of you that have watched my channel previously, I had to have hand surgery last year, and in one of the videos, my hand is actually cramping up and shaking. So I wasn't in the best form the second day, and my back hurt because you are bending over. My husband thinks it's funny because I'm not tall enough to reach the back of the bin, so I literally have to jump and like put my stomach on the front of the bin to reach the back. And apparently, to someone who is tall and can reach everything he's ever wanted in his entire life, it is hilarious. You can kind of see I'm going through this. There's nothing great so far. There's just ordinary run-of-the-mill and mostly mall brands, a lot of Walmart brands. I do pick up a couple things, but again, you can tell these are bins that have been picked over previously. There's a whole bunch of socks, particularly baby socks in this bin. I guess if you were looking for baby socks, that'd be great. A lot of children's clothing this time around this weekend, but I end up picking this. This is an athletic padded shirt. So they actually are worth something. This is a youth size though, but it is a youth extra large. They're meant to be form fitted. I also pick up this vintage bunny sheet for a twin size bed, and I was lucky enough to find the pillowcases when I was digging more, and that usually doesn't happen. I usually don't find the whole set together, but as I'm going through here, I'm like, oh yay, they're folded together. So this probably did not come from a previous Goodwill store. The fact that they're still together, they were probably donations that go directly to the bins. So on the side of the building, there is a donation door and you can just pull right in and donate. And I'm assuming that's where some of the stuff in this, particularly all the socks that are matched. When you find a bunch of the same stuff, I assume that it's coming from the donation door, not from previous Goodwills. But as you can tell, there's lots of stuff with tags on it, Goodwill store tags. This Goodwill Outlet actually shares a parking lot essentially with a normal Goodwill store, and they stopped running deals. So I'm assuming instead of running deals, it just goes to the Goodwill Outlet. Also this weekend, there are tons and tons of curtains, like an overabundance of curtains, shower curtains, normal curtains, all types of curtains. And the previous time we had went, it hadn't been that way. Granted, it has been over a year since we had been at the bins. This is me knocking the camera around, so sorry. But it's been over a year since we'd been to the bins, and they actually had done some upgrading. Unfortunately, like a lot of the sheets were very yellowed, and you can kind of tell in there, those white sheets were yellowed. Lots of bathrobes too, lots of bathrobes. Usually people will snatch up towels if they're in good condition. I don't know if there was a lot of resellers, but I don't know if they resell it like flea markets or on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. A lot of the stuff that I saw other people picking up wouldn't necessarily go great on eBay. So I'm not sure like if there's another area they sell or something like that. but there was probably close to 100 people there both days, mainly around the hard goods, not a lot around clothes. As soon as I got in there, as soon as the doors opened, a lady ran in front of me and literally just scooped up an entire cart full of clothes within the first 2 bins. Most people hit these bins very fast. They're not even at each bin for 30 seconds. I don't know what they're looking for in particular, but they just fly through them so quickly. I don't really like it when the bins are this full. Some of them are like really, really full. I just grabbed a pair of Miss Me jeans and threw them in to my cart. I'm much more selective on what I'm picking this time around. I will say, I don't know like what magic the camera has, but nobody came near me when I had the camera strapped on me. Maybe they didn't want to be in a YouTube video or something, being a complete and total jerk. But anytime I would show up to a bin, if someone was there, they would purposely like hurry up and get out of it, or they wouldn't come to the bin I was at because I had a camera on me. These are Paige jeans. I can normally sell them, but there's a bunch of whiskering around the front. So if someone was wearing a size too small and they're stretching the jeans out, that's what was happening. And you just can't sell those. Paige jeans are hard sells anyway. So any damage at all, lots of, again, Sam's brand. I did end up buying a lot of stuff for myself and my family at this bins trip, but I think I got some good stuff. It's about half and half so far. I've only sorted through 2 bags, and I will have videos of the bags I'm sorting through to kind of tell you like what I'm keeping, what I'm going to sell, how I'm cleaning it. I have cleaned a couple items already, and they actually came out a lot better than I thought they would, so that was nice. I do pick up, if you see that green coat right there, is a child's North Face coat. These are Torrid pants, but they're actually damaged. Again, a lot of whiskering, so I didn't pick those up, but that size would have been great. I do pick up the child's North Face coat, and I'm going to clean and soak that in the OxyClean knockoff I use Purex version of OxyClean, and it works really, really well, and it's only $2.50 for quite a large box of it. So that is what I use, and I also keep my receipts for that, at least for a couple boxes of it, because I know I will go through a couple boxes just cleaning the clothes. There's also a lot of swimsuits this time around. I was expecting winter clothes because the Goodwill stores and stuff are transitioning out of their winter and into spring and summer, so I was expecting that, but I had a lot of swimsuits, not a lot of shorts. I normally go for like athletic gear. I'm not going to go for heavy jeans anymore. I've greatly changed what I've looked for in the bins than from previous trips. One of the first trips we went, we got almost exclusively jeans, and now they're not worth it price wise for me to sell them, because if I'm selling them for $15.99 but it's $1.79 a pound, which is what it is here, but I do have a rewards card, so I think the first day I saved $16 out of 100 with my rewards card, and the second day I saved like $12. So it's worth getting a rewards card for this. Again, we go not as frequently as we used to. We used to go several times a year, but now we just go. We haven't been in over a year because our normal time in which we would have went this past year, I was out with hand surgery and could not do that, and then school and everything started. So you can kind of see here how busy it is. These bins are just so full, it's hard to get to the bottom. I know people love it when it has all the stuff in it because you're more likely to find something that somebody else has missed. But for me, it was very difficult to pull things out. I almost always grab Nuit tags, but those had bleach damage on them, so I'm not going to sell Nuit tags. In fact, I only found 1 Nuit tags out of both days. The first day we spent 4.5 hours there, and the second day we spent 3.5 hours there. And I only found 1 Nuit tag item, and that was very unfortunate. Granted, it was Nike running shorts. Here's another kind of view of the bins. I wasn't going to bins that had more than one person at them. I wasn't willing to fight for it. Again, lots and lots of heavy items. There were 3 or 4 sleeping bags, heavy coats. These are what people are donating right now. They want out of their houses. Lots of LuLaRoe pants. Lots. And like, I could have had several carts full of LuLaRoe pants. Don't do that. Don't buy them. They are not selling for anything. However, I did pick up 1 pair of LuLaRoe pants that will sell well. This is a vintage Levi's jean jacket, and it was still on a metal hanger, so this is a direct donation. Somebody donated this to the Goodwill Outlet. I'm guessing someone cleaned out an old closet or cleaning out a parent's closet, something like that. The lots of Under Armour, Adidas is also a pretty heavy brand here. I previously had found lots of North Face. I found 2 North Face items, one on Saturday and then one on Sunday. I did not get an overabundance of it. Now, the North Face item I got on Saturday was actually very nice. I'm also looking for, like, my youngest daughter is really, really into Spider-Man. So I was looking for Spider-Man stuff. I was looking for dresses too. My children love dresses. Fabric does sell, but this was very odd to me, so I didn't end up getting it. It was actually a thicker canvas fabric, and it probably weighed around 3 or 4 pounds, and I just wasn't willing to spend like almost $10 on something I wasn't sure was going to sell. When we originally would go to the bins, it was 99 cents a pound, and now it's $1.79, so it's almost doubled. And I think that really played to my choices. And obviously, if I've missed anything here that you think I should have picked up, just let me know. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I missed stuff. And unfortunately, a lot of the stuff too also has like company names on it and everything. Even if it's like something very nice, it does have a company name on it, which can make it slightly harder to sell. As I'm watching this, I'm like, did I miss something? Do I have buyer's remorse or FOMO or whatever? You can kind of see I'm in the clothing area, and there is 2 columns of clothing and then 1 column of hard goods. My husband's over in the hard goods going through that. Again, he can reach the back of things and I cannot, so I leave him to that. I am looking for vintage things. I'm looking for things that feel. I do not wear gloves because I need to feel the texture of clothing. It's really disgusting. Saturday was bad. I washed my hands several times in the bathroom, and they were always like gray brown when I washed them. It was super bad. I was making sure these weren't vineyard vines. Thank you for watching this video. There'll be plenty more from the Goodwill Outlet. Please like and subscribe.